In the silent forge of the soul, where fire tempers steel and discipline sharpens the spirit, there lies a truth as ancient as the flowing rivers and as relentless as the tides of fate. Like the samurai who embraces the way of Bushido, we too must embody Hagane no Ishi, the will of steel, an unyielding force forged through trial, perseverance, and unwavering resolve. In this moment, I invite you to stand with me, warriors of the modern age, ready to immerse ourselves in the fluid yet formidable art of Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy. Just as water molds itself to every shape, every obstacle, so too must our minds and hearts adapt, flow, and conquer without resistance. This is not merely a lesson in battle, but a way of life, a path where spirit meets strategy and discipline fuels victory. If you are ready to forge your spirit, to ignite your inner fire, and carve your own path to triumph, comment X below and subscribe to join this community of relentless warriors. Thank you for standing here, alongside kindred souls, bound by the sacred discipline of self-mastery. Fluidity in strategy is the cornerstone of Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy, teaching us that rigidity in thought and action is the path to defeat. Just as water flows effortlessly around obstacles, whether slipping past stones or eroding mountains, so must our approach to challenges be adaptable and ever-changing. In battle, as in life, fixed plans crumble when met with the unpredictable. Only the flexible survive. This fluidity is not a sign of weakness, but a profound strength, demanding deep awareness and an open mind. It requires the warrior to let go of ego and attachment, embracing a mindset that responds to circumstances rather than attempting to control them. When your strategy flows like water, you are never trapped or cornered. Instead, you move with the rhythm of your environment, using its own energy to your advantage. This is not chaos, but harmony, a dynamic balance between intention and response, where victory is won by being present and adaptable. The samurai spirit is forged not through stubborn force, but through this continuous, graceful motion, bending without breaking, adjusting without hesitation. To embody fluidity in strategy is to cultivate mental agility alongside physical readiness. It means anticipating change and embracing the unknown as an opportunity rather than a threat. When you flow like water, you become invisible and unpredictable to your opponent, striking where least expected and retreating where most advantageous. This strategy requires patience and timing, for water waits for the right moment to surge forward. It also demands humility, knowing when to yield and when to advance, understanding that surrendering to the current at times can conserve strength for the decisive strike. Such mastery transcends brute force, drawing from the well of Shin, the heart of spirit, that guides the warrior's mind to see beyond surface appearances. Fluidity in strategy, therefore, is not just a technique, but a way of being. An endless dance with change, a constant shaping and reshaping of oneself to meet the battle with grace and power. Only by embracing this flow can one truly win any battle, inside and out. Overcoming resistance is a vital principle woven deeply into Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy, where the lesson of water teaches us how to confront obstacles not with brute force, but with relentless persistence and subtle power. Just as water meets a barrier and instead of breaking against it, finds ways to seep through cracks, erode the edges, or flow around it entirely, so too must we approach resistance in life and battle. Resistance is inevitable, whether from external challenges, opposing forces, or inner doubts, but it is not an insurmountable wall. The true warrior learns to meet resistance with calm patience and unwavering determination, transforming obstacles into opportunities for growth. This is not a matter of head-on confrontation, but of intelligent redirection, where persistence softens the hardest defenses over time. By refusing to yield to frustration or despair, by continuously adapting and pushing forward like a river carving its path through stone, we harness the power of endurance and resilience. The spirit shaped in this fire of persistent effort becomes unbreakable, a force that wears down resistance until victory becomes inevitable. To overcome resistance is also to understand the nature of struggle as a teacher rather than an enemy. When resistance arises, it reveals our weaknesses and challenges our resolve, inviting us to sharpen our minds and deepen our discipline. The samurai who embodies this lesson does not fight resistance by opposing it directly, but by flowing with it, using its energy to propel forward. This approach requires cultivating a mindset of patience and faith in the process, trusting that steady effort, no matter how small, will erode even the greatest barriers. It demands the warrior to embrace mujo, the impermanence of all things, recognizing that resistance is temporary and fluid, much like water itself. By internalizing this, the warrior finds freedom from the paralysis of struggle and gains the strength to persevere with clarity and grace. Overcoming resistance, therefore, is not simply a physical or tactical act, but a profound spiritual practice, teaching us to endure, adapt, and ultimately transcend the obstacles that stand between us and our goals. Mental flexibility is the essence of true mastery in Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy, reflecting the ability to shift perspective, abandon rigid thinking, and respond fluidly to the ever-changing currents of battle and life. Like water that takes the shape of every vessel it enters, the adaptable mind transforms itself to fit the demands of each moment, never clinging to fixed ideas or strategies. This flexibility allows the warrior to see beyond binary choices of success or failure, right or wrong, and instead navigate the gray spaces where innovation and creativity flourish. Mental rigidity leads to predictable actions and missed opportunities, but a flexible mind is open, curious, and ready to explore new pathways. It embraces uncertainty as a natural state, knowing that the only constant is change. By cultivating this fluid mental state, the warrior sharpens intuition and enhances decision-making, able to pivot instantly when conditions shift. This openness also fosters humility, recognizing that no single method or belief holds absolute truth, and that true strength lies in the ability to learn and evolve continuously. Developing mental flexibility requires disciplined practice and self-awareness, much like training the body. It involves breaking free from habitual thought patterns and the ego's desire for control, allowing the mind to flow freely like water. Sometimes calm and reflective, other times swift and forceful. This mental agility empowers the warrior to absorb new information, adapt strategies on the fly, and anticipate an opponent's moves before they unfold. It is the balance of stillness and movement, where the mind neither clings to past successes nor fears future challenges. Embracing Shin, the heart of spirit, the flexible mind becomes a wellspring of creativity and resilience, capable of transforming obstacles into stepping stones. In this way, mental flexibility is not just a tactical advantage, but a profound way of being, an invitation to dance with change, embrace the unknown, and flow effortlessly toward victory in every battle. Harmonizing with the moment is a profound teaching within Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy, emphasizing the warrior's ability to fully immerse in the present and move in perfect sync with the flow of circumstances. Just as water does not resist the shape of the container it fills, but becomes one with it, the samurai learns to align mind, body, and spirit with the ever-shifting rhythm of the battlefield. This harmony demands complete presence, a stillness that feels like motion and a motion that feels like stillness. To harmonize with the moment is to shed distractions, doubts, and fears, allowing the senses to sharpen and the mind to quiet. In this sacred space, intuition awakens and decision-making flows naturally, no longer clouded by hesitation or overthinking. The warrior becomes a conduit of action and awareness, striking with precision born from deep attunement to the environment and timing. This is the essence of Seijaku, the power of stillness that underlies all movement, where the chaos of battle becomes a dance, and every moment offers the opportunity for decisive mastery. To live harmoniously in the moment requires rigorous discipline and a spirit anchored in humility. It is not passive acceptance, but active engagement with what is, recognizing that every second is unique and fleeting, and that true power arises from responding to reality as it unfolds, not as we wish it to be. The warrior who masters this harmony transcends fear and attachment, embodying the flow of water that can surge, trickle, or vanish as needed. This alignment opens a doorway to Mushin, the state of no mind, where ego dissolves and pure action arises spontaneously. Harmonizing with the moment also teaches patience, knowing when to act and when to wait, trusting the natural course of events. It is a sacred balance of effort and surrender, control and release. By embracing this unity with the present, the warrior moves beyond struggle and resistance, stepping into a timeless flow where victory is not fought for, but lived. Effortless, inevitable, and profound. Unbreakable resolve is the foundation upon which the spirit of Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy is built. A steadfast commitment that withstands every storm and bends to no force. Like steel forged in the hottest fire, the warrior's will must be tempered through relentless discipline and unwavering focus, becoming a force as enduring as the mountain's ancient roots. This resolve is not born from mere desire or fleeting passion, but from a deep inner certainty rooted in Hagane no Ishi, the will of steel. It is the quiet fire that burns steadily beneath the surface, fueling every action and decision with purpose and clarity. In moments of doubt or exhaustion, when the path grows dark and obstacles loom large, unbreakable resolve is the invisible hand that guides the warrior forward. It transforms fear into courage, hesitation into decisive action, and despair into unwavering hope. This spirit does not waver in the face of adversity. It rises stronger, embracing hardship as the forge that shapes true strength. To cultivate unbreakable resolve demands more than just courage. It requires enduring patience, constant self-reflection, and the acceptance of impermanence. The warrior learns to face setbacks without surrender, understanding that every challenge is a test of character and a step toward mastery. This resolve is nurtured by the discipline of daily practice, the clarity of purpose, and the humility to learn from every defeat. It embodies Shin, the heart of spirit, that unshakable core where determination and wisdom meet. Unbreakable resolve is not rigid stubbornness, but a dynamic strength that flows like water. Unyielding yet adaptable, firm yet patient. Through this powerful will, the warrior becomes unstoppable. A living testament to the truth that victory is not always in the swiftest strike, but in the enduring spirit that refuses to break, no matter the battle. As we stand at the crossroads of challenge and opportunity, remember that Miyamoto Musashi's water strategy is more than a tactic. It is a way of life, forged through discipline, resilience, and profound inner strength. Like water carving its path through stone, we too must flow with unwavering purpose, adapting to every obstacle and transforming resistance into triumph. The 6 pillars we explored: fluidity and strategy, overcoming resistance, mental flexibility, harmonizing with the moment, and unbreakable resolve, are not mere concepts, but living principles to embody daily. They call us to embrace the spirit of Hagane no Ishi, the will of steel, forging our minds and hearts in the fire of relentless self-mastery. This journey is not solitary. It is a path we walk together as a community of warriors committed to growth, courage, and victory. So carry these lessons with you beyond this moment, into every battle, every decision, and every breath. Let your spirit flow like water, powerful yet adaptable, steady yet unstoppable. Thank you for walking this path with me, for committing to the forge of your own spirit. Now, go forth with honor, strength, and the unbreakable will to win any battle that stands before you.